Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be showing you how to use our new photos and frames collections from our shop to make a couple of different projects here. So to start off, I've got this little double-sided specimen card that I'll be showing you how to make, and this does come with a freebie, so stick around so you don't miss out on that. And then I'm doing this sort of double card photo frame here that has two cards in it instead of one. So we'll be making that project. And then we're actually going to be starting off the video with just kind of the base sort of template for using these photos and frames and kind of how they're meant to go together, with a little bit of decorating to sort of show you how you can assemble them and put them in a journal. Alright, so to get started here, I did print off some photos and frames, and I printed them on just plain cardstock. Now you might want to run yours through the printer again to print on the back of them. I did not do that, so I'll be doing some workarounds for that today. But I also went over my edges with some distress ink to make them pop a little bit, but you know, it's kind of up to you how you want to decorate them. And we have a variety of different frames and photos in the shop, so you should be able to find something that suits your project. I decided to go with a more like pink sort of theme for today's video, so I grabbed some different elements that I felt would complement that. So I've got this little flower fussy cut here that I'm going to start my decorating by just gluing it down to the frame like this. And then I have a couple of scrap fabric pieces, including this little piece of trim. Now I don't know where this trim is from. It was actually given to us by a fan in a Happy Mail exchange, which Happy Mail is just sort of an exchange we do in our Facebook group between members, where you might give some different craft supplies away and receive some from someone else. So it's a really fun thing. So you can find a link to our Facebook group and join so that you can take part in those Happy Mail exchanges if you want. Down in the description box, along with all of the other kits and supplies used today, you will find that link. Alright, so adding a couple little scrap pieces in the corner here, I also took some of these little pearl head pins, and I actually picked these up at the dollar store for like 70 cents. And they make kind of a little cute addition to any kind of little clusters that you might make. So I'm going to go ahead and add those just by tucking them into my little trim. And then I'm adding a couple buttons on top just to kind of cover the sharp points so that I don't accidentally poke myself. And it also adds a little bit more decoration. And then I just made a little piece, I took a little piece, of ribbon and made a little bow here that I'm going to glue near the top. And I have also this little piece of trim that I'm going to fold in half and make into a tab. So you can just glue this onto the back as is if you want, but I'm going to make mine look a little bit more finished here by adding something to the back. So you could use like another photo if you want to, or you can use like a decorative paper. So that's what I'm going to do today. Just found a piece of paper in my scrap box that I felt looked nice and kind of matched the colors. So I believe this is from our shabby travel kit, if anyone's wondering. And I'm going to just glue my little photo down to the paper here. And I should have left one like area near the top open. I kind of forgot to do that, so I'm gonna have to peel mine back and then add my little pull tab. So just remember to not glue that down entirely. And then I'm going to glue the two ends of the fabric closed like this and add a little glue on either side. And then I can just glue this down between the paper and my photo. And that's going to make a nice little pull tab here that's kind of sandwiched in between those and looks really nice and neat. Alright, so now that we have both our frame and our little photo, we can go ahead and stick these into a journal. And you could also put these, on a card or on the cover of the journal. I'm going to kind of show you the basic use for this here. So I am adding glue to the left, right, and bottom edges of the frame itself. And you want to make this a pretty thin amount of glue and keep it as close to the edge as possible, because that's going to leave the room you need for adding your card into it. And then I'm just going to glue this down. You can put it in the corner of the page or the center of the page. It's kind of up to you. So I'll just glue that down like this and then add my card into it. And then the photo will be able to just kind of slide in and out of the frame. Now, something to keep in mind is that when you first glue this down, it might be a little sticky, but it will start to kind of loosen up over time the more you kind of slide the photo in and out of the frame. So don't worry if it's got a little bit of stick to it. All right, now for the second project here, we're gonna do the sort of double card photo frame. So to begin, I'm taking a piece of inkjet transparency film to use as kind of my little plastic divider, and I'm also going to be using this a little bit later on for my specimen card. However, if you have plastic like wrapped around any maybe packages you got in the mail, that would work as well. Or if you have these little file folder like dividers that come in a lot of binders, you can usually pick these up like at any store that has any kind of like office supplies. These would work as well. So any kind of clear plastic you have should work as long as it's a little bit stiff. And I'm going to clip down my little frame to that piece of plastic and trace along the outside border. And that is going to give me a guide to cut, and I'm just clipping it in place so it doesn't slide around since this plastic is kind of slippery. All right, now that we have that piece, we can go ahead and glue one of our frames down to it. So same kind of idea as before here, we're going to be adding glue along the sides and the bottom, leaving the top open so that we can tuck our little photos into it, keeping our glue as close to the edges as possible and as far away from that little window as possible. We don't want the glue to accidentally seep into that area. All right, and then again, I'm taking glue and gluing my second photo frame onto the plastic here. So we're kind of doing a back-to-back sort of situation, leaving the top open again like this. And I have these two cards and I want to have something on the back. Since I didn't print anything on the back of these, I'm going to kind of do the same thing I did before and glue them down to a scrap piece of paper I had laying nearby with some pretty writing on it. So I'm just going to glue these down. And again, this is a situation where if you wanted to, you could add a pull tab between the two sheets. I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to glue mine shut and add a little bit of distress ink. And then it would be ideal for you to have a piece of cardstock that is printed front and back for this. If you don't have that, you can take a regular piece of paper that was only printed one-sided and just fold it in half and glue it shut and then cut out the circular piece that you need. So I'm using a 1.5 inch punch for this, and I'm going to punch mine out of that piece of cardstock that I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to go over it with a little bit of distress ink on the edge and then adding glue to just 1/2 on one side of the circle. I'm going to glue it down to the back of my photo, and that's going to create kind of like a little pull tab at the top. So I'm going to tuck my first photo in on top of the plastic here. And again, you might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it to fit at first, and then this will get smoother the more you use them. And then on the back side, same thing, just adding the card over the top of the plastic. And the plastic just kind of helps so that the cards don't stick to each other when you pull them out. It just makes it a little bit smoother, and it also makes the card look a little bit cleaner, like you put a little more effort into it. So that's mainly why I'm using the plastic. You don't have to use the plastic, but I like kind of the smooth feel it gives when pulling the photos out of the frame. So there you go. Now you've got your little double card inside of your little photo frame here. Quick, fun little project. All right, for our last project today, we are going to be doing our specimen card. So again, you'll need 2 photo frames, and then I went ahead and traced them on my plastic. So I've got 2 sheets that are, the exact same size as my photo frame. And then you're also going to be needing a specimen to put in your specimen card. So I had this sheet of butterflies laying nearby in my scrap box, and I did print it just on regular paper, but you could use cardstock. And just to make things a little easier for you guys, we went ahead and created a freebie with some butterflies and some specimen labels. So you can find that linked down in the description box below that you can use for today's project. So I went ahead and cut out my butterflies here, and you can see I cut off the extra trim around them because I wanted it to look a little more realistic. And I also cut off the antennas for the same reason and made my own out of a little piece of string here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by adding my little antenna just by doing a little glob of glue near the head and then putting my little antenna on top of that and just kind of gluing them in place. And then I'm going to add some glue to the wings and the body here on the back side of my butterfly. And I'm going to take the second matching butterfly and glue that on top. And that's going to kind of sandwich the antenna between the two sides. And it's going to kind of complete the illusion of a front and back butterfly. So I'm just going to glue that, wait for it to dry, trim off any extra white that's showing, and maybe go over it with some distress ink to hide those edges. And now we've got our little butterfly specimen here. So I'm going to go ahead and reach inside of my little scrap box here and pull out a specimen card that I found, as well as a little rose fussy cut. You should have little specimen cards available in that freebie if you want some. And then we of course have lots of fussy cut flowers available in our Etsy shop, so feel free to go over there if you want to pick up some fussy cuts. And then to begin here with assembling the specimen card, I'm going to be adding glue all over the back of the frame. We don't need to leave the top open for this one. And I'm going to glue down my first plastic sheet here. And then we're going to add the butterfly in, and you can put it anywhere you want in the frame. It doesn't have to be right in the center or perfectly up and down. If you want it to be at an angle or something, that's fine. And then I'm going to be sandwiching it in between my other plastic sheet here, again adding glue to the edges, trying to keep it away from that window so that it stays nice and clean. And then I'm going to sandwich all of it together with my last frame here on top, just like this. And if you think about it, you might have wanted to put some distress ink on the back of your photo frames if you didn't print on both sides, just in case it shows a little bit of white inside the window. That's just something to think about. And then you can finish things up with your specimen card and maybe a fussy cut or two if you want. And I'm also going to be adding kind of a faux pull tab at the top of my card here, just using a little scrap label that I had from my scrap box. You can use anything you have on hand that would work, or you could make like another one of those sort of circular pull tabs that I showed earlier and kind of sandwich it in between the frames before you glue everything together if you want. So just something to try in case you want to tuck this into like a pocket or something like that in your journal. Then you can kind of just tug it out. Sorry, my brain's not working today, but you get what I mean. So that is going to be the final card that we make today. Just a couple of ideas for how to use these photo frames and some of the photos that might go with them. And of course, if you join our Facebook group and also picked up that freebie, I would love to see the different projects that you guys come up with using these kits. So be sure to post some pictures there so that we can take a look and the whole community can maybe get some ideas. So otherwise, thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!